Shalom, Israel. Um, I'm just waking up and just finding the truth out, and I didn't want to sit on the sidelines. Um, I'm speaking the truth, and I'm ready for the hate fest to begin. Um, to, to the house of Israel, I ask forgiveness for the sins of my forefathers. I ask forgiveness for the sins of Esau and the Edomites and what their heritage created. I'm so sick of hearing, well, I didn't own slaves. My parents didn't own slaves. Well, you know what? I don't want to hear that, especially from somebody that claims to be a Christian. Because Yehoshua was without fault, without sin, and he still died on the cross to pay for your sins. I hope most of you consider me a sister. I consider all of you my brothers and sisters. You know, to my fellow white people out there, stop trying to justify your actions. Like I said, that's not acceptable, especially for somebody that claims to be a Christian. Because my Messiah, the true Messiah, Yehoshua, shed his blood so you could be forgiven. He paid for the mistakes of everyone. So stop pointing fingers elsewhere and saying that it's justified because you didn't know. You reap the rewards of a culture found on wiping out and enslaving population of Native Americans, of enslaving black people, of bigotry, of hatred, of so many other things. And to those of you that can't ask for forgiveness, I can. And I think a lot of you Caucasians know the truth. You just don't want to accept it. You know, that's your soul. That's on you, not me. My hands are clean because I'm speaking the truth. Not of the past slavery. My hands are not clean of that. But as far as speaking the truth and you not accepting it, this, it is what it is. Pride's going to be the downfall of those of you that can still be saved. And believe me, time is growing short. So Israel, stay strong in faith. Stay strong in spirit, mind, body. And know that I love you guys. And I understand not all of you will believe me. Not all of you will accept me. But to those of you that do, you know, there's something going around that I call the Edomite spirit. And that's the spirit of the Edomites dressing themselves up as in other races. Pride is a terrible thing. And we all have to learn how to swallow it, you know. Like I said, did I own slaves? No. But did I reap the benefits? I did. Of other suffering. And I think a lot of you guys know that Yehoshua was black. I'm sorry, there's no such color as black. The letters on my shirt are black. You know he was not of Caucasian descent. You just don't want to accept the fact that it is ultimately, in the end, going to be a black man. Sorry, there's that term again. A man of color that decides your ultimate fate. And you know, it breaks my heart. Because pride is going to be the downfall of us all. You know, we're living in a day and age when you can't tell who's who by what they say, but by what they do. You know, and I hope to reach out to as many of you as I can, to the 12 tribes, and especially to Israel. You know, you don't have to accept me. You don't have to accept my apology. But to be right with the Most High, I have to ask for your mercy and know that I did everything I could. But to all of the Caucasians that don't want to accept it, that don't want to own up, you know, that's on you. It's not my soul. You gotta stop and think, is it really worth an eternal damnation? Yeah, I'll say it, my Messiah was a person of color. He was not white. You know, that's hypocritical, because I hear so many white people or Caucasians complaining about the price of everything when you already have more money than you know what to do with. You know, I'm making a comparison. You didn't start this war, but you're paying the price for it. While those that did start it are reaping the benefits. Let that sink in for a minute. You know, men and women died in this war. That you didn't start. So wise up while there's still time to get right with the Most High and while you still can. You know, others laid their lives down in a war that they didn't start. And don't say they signed up for it, they knew what was coming. Because we're paying the price for it too. I sit here time after time and I have done nothing but listen to other people, especially white people, complain about the cost of everything since the war, the inflation. So, to the Caucasians that say that you didn't start it, let that sink in for a minute. That you didn't own slaves. You're paying the price for a war that others caused. And I apologize if that offends anyone. Don't think I'm not grateful for our soldiers of all colors, because I am. But, you know, it's a war that somebody else started for their own reasons, and everybody else is paying the price for it. I wanted to make that analogy and let that sink in for a moment. You know, and I hope to be a light to the Most High. And to Jediah, thank you, my brother. I love you, my brother, in Yehoshua and Jehovah. And I hope one day to see all of you from the house of Israel. And I will gladly and humbly serve as the lowest of angels. But I just wanted to reach out because I see so much hate coming from somebody that wasn't the victim. When the Hebrews were. So to you guys, you know, we need all hands on deck. So, trying to be a light to others in my own way. You know, I'm not a material person, but I'm willing to make a sacrifice. I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash and a lot of hate, and sometimes the best thing you can give is the truth. Sometimes that's the best sacrifice you can make. To my brothers and sisters in Yehoshua, Jehovah, Most High, I love you all. Peace and shalom.